So audio-visual system in humans versus animals. As you can see, like these are the eyes of a human. This is for a tiger and this is for a normal bird. So for tiger and humans, we have good depth perception and poor area of scan. That's because our eyes are placed in the front of our face, so we can view in this direction and also cover a bit of our peripheries. But for bird, they have bad depth perception, but they have a wider area of scan, which will be helpful for scanning for predators in the environment. So they have their eyes placed on the sides of their head, so that gives them a wider area of scan around for the environment to look for potential threats, right? So vision in humans and animals. Humans forward-facing eyes provide good depth perception, limited field of view compared to some animals. Animals, predators and prey. Prey animals, example rabbits, horses, have side-facing eyes to monitor a wide area. Predators have forward-facing eyes to focus on their prey. Pupil shape varies across species for better vision. Vertical slit pupils, for example cats, enhance depth perception for hunting, and horizontal pupils like these, example goats, like this, improve panoramic view for detecting predators. Hearing in humans versus animals. Humans have limited frequency range, and animals, many species, bats, dolphins, dogs, hear ultrasonic sounds. Some like elephants detect infrasound. Sound localization. Humans and some animals have use interoral differences, time and intensity, to locate sounds. Animals with moving ears, example dogs or horses, enhance sound localization. Now, the cocktail party effect, it refers to the brain's ability to focus on specific conversation in noisy environment while filtering out the background noise. Studies by Jerry in 1953 shows that people can selectively attend to one conversation while ignoring others. However, certain stimuli like hearing your own name can still capture attention. This suggests that unattended information is processed at a basic level even if not consciously perceived. Experimental findings, unattended auditory information can be processed for basic features, example voice pitch, male versus female. However, complex processing, example understanding meaning or language, does not occur without attention. Selective auditory attention. Selective attention theories attempt to explain how the brain filters and processes auditory information. Early selection versus late selection theories. Early selection, attention filters out information at the sensory level. Late selection, all information is processed, but only relevant information is consciously attended to. Then dichotic listening task, Cherry. They hear different messages in each ear and must tend to one. Findings, they could identify basic features, for example, gender, voice presence. They could not recognize language, meaning, or language switching in the unattended ear. It supports early selection models of attention. Further studies by Morin, repeated words were noticed more than non-repeated words, even in unattended channels. Participants recognize the name even in the ignored stream. It supports late selection theory to some extent. Semantic processing can happen in the late stage. Right? Now we move on to the split span task by Broadbent. So participants hear numbers in each ear simultaneously. Findings: people recall all digits from one ear before switching to the other. Suggests that attention selects one channel at a time. So this is selective attention. Example: auditory monitoring task. Participants detect a target sound amid distractors. Key findings: if two targets are presented within 100 milliseconds, the second target is not detected. Processing bottleneck. If the gap is longer than 100 milliseconds, both targets are detected. Suggests temporal limits in auditory processing. Multisensory perception refers to the integration of information from multiple sensory modalities. For example, hearing a sound can improve the accuracy of visually detecting an object. Studies show that involuntarily orienting to sound enhances visual perception. Real-world applications, battlefield communication, soldiers rely on auditory cues for situational awareness. Hospitality industry, customer service training ensures auditory cues are clearly perceived in noisy environments. Now, selective versus divided attention. So, selective attention supports which theory? We'll see that. So, early selection theory is attention filters out irrelevant information before perception, so distractors do not play a role here. While late selection theory, attention occurs after perception, but only important information is retained. So, the process is stimulus, then perception, then response selection, which is decision making, then move on to response programming, and finally response execution. Now, this involves sensory encoding, feature processing, integration, semantic processing, which is meaning of sounds, and working memory. While divided attention, humans can only attend to one source at a time, and attention is spatially defined. For example, when listening to two conversations at once, our brain switches focus rather than truly processing both simultaneously. And zoom lens model, attention can be compared to a zoom lens that can either focus narrowly on a single source or spread across multiple sources. Right, so that's about that, and we will cover this in the next video.